What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and take out our camels and smoke them. Nope, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say let's ride our camels. Let's listen to Camel. We're going to continue off of where we left off with their album, Mirage, 1974. We're going to listen to the next track on this album, which has 3 titles: Nimrodel, The Procession, and The White Rider. So I guess we're taking 3 different tracks and splitting them up. We got a little bit of a suite going on. Let's find out if the result and the listening is just as sweet. Well, I could probably work on the transitions a little bit. Let's go ahead and let the music play, and we'll talk about it after. Let's go. Sounds like a procession. Celebration.
Subside, for darkness turns once more to light. Through the skies his white horse flies to find a land beyond the night.
is getting in on that.
Wizard of them all came back from his fall, this time wearing white. He has a certain
Incredible.
air, as if he's never there, but somehow far away. Though he seems afar, like a distant star, his warmth he can convey.
What a deep bass line. What? Hold on, let me turn this mic up so y'all can hear me. What a perfect track. It's perfect. Brilliant. Thrilling. Ah, God. I don't think this is a far out limb to walk out on, but I'm going to walk out on it, and I hope that you guys walk with me. I think that amongst the major prog bands, and I haven't heard everything. I think that Camel is the best when it comes to straightforward, thrilling melodies that make your hair stand up, that give you goosebumps. I know I read a scientific article that said not everybody experiences music that way, but getting goosebumps from the music. Camel consistently thrills directly with the notes and chords that they choose, with the scales that they play in, with their melodies. They're just so enticing, and I know when I listen to the band that they're always going to give me something. You know, listening to the Snow Goose, which is just chock full of it. This track, every single moment is thrilling. I love the way that Ward comes in with the drums. Such power and a deep perspective, magnitude behind what he's playing. And the pocket has never felt so good. Reaching in there, picking out some change, putting a quarter in the ride. You hop on the ride, you do one of these for a little bit, you get off and you're a happy camper. Ferguson on the bass. The way that he gets down on the end with those deep, deep resonant notes. Just so deep and dark and mysterious. And then Vladimir. Obviously his guitar playing is just out of this world. I've mentioned it on previous videos, but his guitar playing is, to me, reminiscent of David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. Just radiating color and vibrancy. I just love the way he plays. It's extremely emotional. You can feel his guitar playing. Can I tell you? I know that a lot of Camel's music is instrumental. I wish that I would hear Vladimir sing just a little bit more, and yet I'm completely fine with it because, of course, they're creating their music according to the story that they tell and according to how they feel. But I love how soothing and warm Vladimir's voice is, especially in songs like this. Let me lower the volume and come back down a little bit. After the Procession. Like here. Wouldn't you agree that he has just a very soothing voice that works so well with instrumental sections like that? Like, it fits directly into the atmosphere. It actually feels like the vocals add to the atmosphere and the space that they're playing. It's not so much about his vocal performance. It's not like he's like singing, you know, he's not like performing like that. He's just another layer in this wonderful cake that we've been given. And the ganache. It's so good. I like how you can tell that this song is broken up into several parts. You have the obvious procession that happens here. I guess the very beginning, this is Nimrodel. But I like this very like atmospheric, flute-led kind of warped movement, if you will. But then getting into the White Rider sections. Skip ahead a little bit. When they jam and they get into this, out of that very atmospheric part, this is so adventurous. This sounds so cool. Ward is just... Do you hear what Ward's doing? He's going... Bata, 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 bata. He's doing like a little blast beat basically there. That is so good. And Vladimir with that guitar just singing. And Ferguson's bass sounds so good right beneath all of that. Underneath the chaos is this warm, gelatinous fluid that is Ferguson's bass, and I love the way that it plays. I like the color that it brings into the music here. And then how quickly do they go from all of that, turning back into this? You hear how the synth... you hear... Sorry, that's one of those moments that gets me. Do you hear how the synth begins that underlying, that underpass, and then the bass gets on top of that, adding this deep depth, and then we get into the finale of this track? That's a jam. That is more than a jam. Let's talk about these lyrics, which the first two parts do not have. When he rides, this is the White Rider, by the way. When he rides, my fears subside, for darkness turns once more to light. Through the skies, his white horse flies to find a land beyond the night. Once he wore gray, he fell and slipped away from everybody's sight. The wizard of them all came back from his fall, this time wearing white. Is this Gandalf? Is this Gandalf when he what's the battle in Lord of the Rings that's like the most cited battle that's so epic and everything? Helm's Deep. Is this Helm's Deep? And this is Gandalf. He slipped from our sight. He fell and was fighting the Balrog. He once wore gray. Now he's wearing white. He has a certain air as if he's never there, but somehow far away, and though he seems afar like a distant star, his warmth can convey. Hey, look at this, right beneath on the article. One of Camel's most famous songs is based around the character of Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings novels. Look at that! The wizard of them all. That's hilarious. That's great. I love it. Hey, Rings of Power was pretty good too. It's gonna be like, what, 2 years before they make another season? Oh my god. It's nice to have like a light fantasy. Like, I love House of the Dragon, but like, it's nice to have like a dark fantasy, politically driven, and then like a just kind of fantasy. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the tracks. You can let me know in the comment. The tracks, I guess it's one track, but it's 3 movements. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support myself on Patreon if you want to do that. You can follow me on Twitter. I almost forgot what else I got. And that's kind of it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, as always, for being here. And I'll see you later. Bye.